This semester, I've been studying abroad in Pune, India. Outside of my study time and internship, my days have been filled with cultural experiences, traveling, and lots of quality time with my family. Traveling definitely contributed to my experience. Throughout the semester, I've traveled to lots of different places in India: Konkan, Goa, Hawaii, Jaipur, Agra, Rishikesh, Hampi, Aurangabad, and Mumbai. These experiences have enhanced my time in India definitely, and showed me there's no stereotypical India. But at the end of the day, after every travel experience I had, I was always so excited to return home to my home away from home, my Indian host family. My host family is an extended family, as opposed to a nuclear family. While more and more young couples are moving into their own house after marriage, my family is more traditional and a little bigger. Our host dad's name is Rishikesh, and he is married to Aditi, our host mom. They have a 5-year-old daughter named Ira. Rishikesh's mother, Mongol, or our Aji, also lives with us. After Aditi married Rishikesh, she moved out of her family's home and in with her new husband and mother-in-law. Living with a lot of people, especially a younger sister, took me some time to get used to. But I love them and their company so much, and throughout the semester, I've grown to think of them as real family. Initially, we bonded through lots of experiences and adventures. The first weekend after arriving, my host sister Katie and I traveled with them to a city called Kolhapur, home to a very large temple of Ganesh. This trip prompted many discussions about religion, particularly Hinduism. Spending 13 hours in a cramped car really bonded us, and this was the trip where we learned how much energy our host sister Ira really had. Aditi and Rishikesh have been happily married for 7 years, but I was surprised when I found out that their marriage was actually an arranged one. This is extremely common throughout India, but it was still a surprise to learn. There are definitely clearly defined gender roles between the two of them. Aditi stays home, takes care of Ira, and does all of the cooking, while Rishikesh works, travels, and goes out with his friends a lot. At the beginning of the semester, I felt extremely welcomed by them, but I saw those household differences as barriers that prevented me from becoming extremely close to them. However, throughout the course of the semester, we had a few really great experiences together that helped to break these barriers down. The most memorable of them being our night out with Aditi and Rishikesh to Hard Rock Cafe. In our home, Aditi is usually more quiet and reserved, focused on her household responsibilities. But that night, both her and Rishikesh really let their guards down, and they stopped being our host parents and kind of just became our friends. After that, Aditi and I connected really well, and it became very easy to joke around with her like I would with my friends. This relationship has brought me many laughs and happy memories, and even though she's my host mom, I view her much more like an older sister than a mom. While Aditi is much more bubbly and outgoing, Aji is pretty reserved and traditional, so it took a longer time for me to connect with her. One day, she and I spent some time working together on rangoli, or sand art. I realized that she definitely enjoys quality time spent one-on-one, and since realizing that, I've tried to make more of an effort to talk to her in quiet settings. Through our conversations, I've learned that mental health is not something discussed outside of their family. When I asked her why, she expressed that talking to a therapist is seen as a major stigma, and nobody wants to take the risk of someone finding out. Instead, many families, mine included, use each other as a form of emotional support and keep their problems a secret from anyone else. This is the biggest lesson I've learned while integrating into my host family. While they do many things differently than my American family, neither approach is right or wrong. Each is shaped by the experiences, history, and beliefs of the people around them, and that's what makes culture so unique. At the end of the day, despite any hardships that life throws at them, my host family will always be there for each other. Having spent the past 4 months getting to know them, I also feel like I'm a part of this beautiful extended family.